And look, I forgot to put myself in the feed. Welcome to Canuck of the Dead. I can tell I'm not used to the live shows. Welcome everybody that's out there. Let me see, make sure I got this up. There we go. I thought about doing a live show because this is normally how I like to perform. This is what I like to do because you get more interaction with people. And I know on Canuck of the Dead, we've done this Halloween deep dive that we've been in. And I want to get feedback and see if everybody likes it and if they have suggestions they would like to see for franchises, as well as to kind of let people know that there is another one in the works already. So, yes, thank you everybody out there that does watch, because trust me, I have a blast doing this for you guys, and I'm hoping you're enjoying it as much as I enjoy doing it. But is there anything out there, any franchises that you would like to see? We're almost to the end of the Halloween, and Benner and I have just been having a blast. The next one that I'm already working on is the Scream franchise, and it's going to be done with filmmaker Mikey McMurrin. I did a show with him earlier called Secret Santa, and he is a massive Scream fan. Got to talk to Wes Craven himself, so this is the guy that should be talking Scream with us. But once that's wrapped up, is there any other franchises you would like to see? Any other horror topics you would like me to touch on? I do know I have a show coming up. I don't know exactly when it will air, but it is with a gentleman I found, Nick, who has the most extensive horror collection that I have ever seen. So I want to get him on the show talking about and showing up all this stuff that he has. But I didn't know if anybody out there had any thoughts or any suggestions. Okay. I know I picked the Halloween one because that is my go-to. If a horror movie comes up, I'm watching Halloween. I watched the original 1, 2, and 4. As you've probably seen from the shows, that is my go-to. Um, and oh, Marcella here says, I don't know why, but I'm kind of looking forward to Winnie the Pooh. I know, right? I saw that trailer or the article that came out on it, and it's like, wait, no, that's not real, is it? And then I saw two more. So yeah, I am weirdly interested in it myself because it's fun. It's gonna be fun because Winnie the Pooh is public domain, but not Disney Winnie the Pooh. So it's going to be interesting to see how they skirt that, because in all honesty, if it's not Disney, it's not popular. Like you very rarely see any of the actual storybook stuff from Winnie the Pooh. It's always Disney. So I'm very, very curious to see that. And I know it can be done because one of the shows I did was the Banana Splits movie from the 60s kids show. And they did that in a nice twist on a horror film. Felt like Five Nights at Freddy's, but it was Five Nights at Freddy's without that actual franchise. So I will be following that as well, Marcelo. I am oddly curious. Yes. But with Nick, the collection that he has is huge. And I know some of the stuff I've seen. Oh, excuse me. I think I've been talking too much. Some of the stuff that I've seen, he's is amazing, and I know he's told me about stuff that I have not seen. So we're going to get that show up here as well. Is there any other topics you guys would like me to hit on, or any other movies to talk about, people to bring on? Let me know, because trust me, I would love to do it for you guys. With the franchise deep dives, that we originally talked about doing it when we wanted to do Halloween, and it was going to be a 3-part series. Then we started actually digging into it and realized there's no way we can get all the points out, all the information out about this particular franchise with 3 episodes, considering it coming up on the 13th film. So that's when we broke it apart and we decided to give each film its own show and talk about it in depth. And no, we just wrapped the Rob Zombie stuff. We're going to be digging into Halloween 3. I know the Rob Zombie stuff hasn't aired yet. We're going to be digging into Halloween 3 and then the Blumhouse trilogy. Now, we're only going to get 2 parts of that, but we're going to be doing a wrap up when Halloween Ends comes out, because the articles and the things that I've seen, it was done like a 3-part story. Act 1 was the first movie, Act 2 is the second movie, and Act 3 is the one coming out. So I'm curious to see how they do that. Not to mention, It'll be interesting to see if they actually end the franchise. Well, that story anyway. I know when I dig into Scream, that one's going to be interesting. There's only 5 in that one, but it has built such a cult following as well, just because it's Wes Craven and because of the tropes that are in it that are used all over the place now. But it'll be interesting to talk about it as it came out originally on the air. That is the part that I'm interested in talking about, especially like I know I want to do Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Phantasm. I want to get into those franchises as well because a lot of the stuff you see in horror films now on a daily basis started with these films. And it's interesting to see how commonplace they are that when people go back and watch and it's like, well, I remember that. Well, yeah, but back then that was new. That was not the norm. So I think Winnie the Pooh might be the same there. I'm curious to see what tropes they bring into Winnie the Pooh. I don't even know what to say about that because I don't even know what direction they would go with Winnie the Pooh, to be totally honest. You know, it I can't wrap. It took me a long time to wrap my head around Banana Splits. I'll give you that. But once I watched it, I've seen it like half a dozen times, and I just adore it. So I think Winnie the Pooh might be the same way. Um, I know there's another one coming out called The Black Phone that a couple friends of mine, actually one of the friends I do another podcast with called The Figure Gore, and her father watched it and had to, not finish the trailer. And I'm thinking, well, they're not going to do very, very well watching the film. So I'm very curious to see. Infamous horror ideas like Winnie the Pooh are sometimes they can be dead on. Like I said, the Banana Splits film was solid. They took it and they ran with it in a beautiful way. Sadly, it can go the other way very, very quickly. But if you have the right story and the right people behind the project, then I think they've got a great idea. I don't know a lot about this Winnie the Pooh. I don't know who's doing it. I don't know. I know I looked it up on IMDb at one point and I could not find it. So that's what made me wonder if it was real. You know, I'm going to look it up right now as we speak and on IMDb just to confirm. Because, like I said, when I originally looked it up, there was nothing to be found, but that was a couple weeks ago. And I'm sure that's changed now. So let's see what we find out here. Blood and Honey. There it is. It follows Pooh and Piglet as they go on a rampage after Christopher Robin abandons them. So, okay, this is like the cartoons, yeah, I guess they're animated, the cartoons from the other side. Who is doing this? Jagged Edge Productions, country of origin, UK. So this is from England as well. Very interesting. Now, okay, I'm in. I am in 100%. Danielle Scott is in the film, credited as Mauled Woman. So that tells you. Oh, Bo Tew is in it, credited as Caged Man. Oh yeah, I am definitely in for this one. This one looks really good. Any new horror Canadian productions coming up? Well, I do know of some. Unfortunately, the people that have told me aren't supposed to be talking about it, so I can't talk about it. I do know as they start being released and the information comes up, I'm going to be throwing it up here. So that part I will definitely keep you in the loop in. Unfortunately, like I said, it's just a tad too new for the ones that I know anyway. There we go. Yeah, just for the ones that I know that I can't speak on. Okay, but I will make sure that we bring them up here. But now, like I said, right at the top of the show, is there any franchises you would like to see, like the Halloween series that we've been doing with Benner? And I've got the Scream series coming up with Mikey McMurrin. He is going to help dig into the Scream Scream franchise. Are there any other franchises that you can think of that you guys would like to see? Let me see. House of a Thousand Corpses. Do you think there should be a second? Well, there's actually 3 because there's House of a Thousand Corpses, Devil's Rejects, and 3 from Hell. So I'm not sure what you mean by that one, Marcelo. Oh, Friday the 13th. Yes, I thought about that. I'm trying to find the right person to do that one with because like Benner is huge into Halloween and Mikey is really big into Scream. I'm trying to find the right person that would want to do Friday the 13th. One of those like people that you can start rattling off films and they'll go, "Oh yeah, that was this one." And "Oh yeah, that was this character." And those are the kind of people I would love to get involved in this. So I will be looking up Friday the 13th. Definitely as a great friend. Let me write that down. Friday the 13th. There. That one is in silicone, so I have to do it now. Let me see. There. Okay, now it's done. Hellraiser. Oh, I forgot about Hellraiser. Excellent. Yes. Thank you for that one. Because the first one still gives me chills watching that series. Even for the 80s, it was huge. And that would be a great because like one of the things we got into with the Halloween franchise is I think it's had more bombs than it's had hits, but Halloween is still huge. And I think Hellraiser is the same way because the ones that were bad in Hellraiser were bad, but the ones that were good were amazing. So, Martin, what did you say? Final Destination. Oh, yeah, because 6 is coming up, isn't it? That might be a good one to start as well. Final Destination. There we go. And you know what? I'll even throw it out here. If you guys are that into a franchise and might even want to sit in on the episodes, let me know because I would love to have you guys involved. Um, Final Destination. I used to watch that with my daughter. The first 3 we watched together. And it was always interesting watching her beside me jumping. It's usually 2 or 3 seconds before the actual thing happened because she was so tense. But it was so much fun. So yeah, Final Destination. I do like that idea. The other one that I was thinking, like I said, was the oh wait, Martin. Yes, they were. That's true too. That is very true. And that's something I don't think I touched on was filming in Halloween's because they went all the way from California to Georgia and everywhere. Okay, Canadian shoots. There we go. Oh, and Thomas has got another great idea. Saw franchise, especially now that we're at Spiral, where it's outside of, Saw, so to speak. It's in that universe, but they're now finally just going outside in the world because you can only have so many secret apprentices and things like that. But let me write that one down because you're 100% right. Saw. And I do see that next one coming up, Nightmare on Elm Street. Yes, Martin, that would be a beautiful one. Because that one went to 6 with a remake. Oh, and Paranormal Activity. That one's getting tricky now because I don't know how connected the films actually are to its own universe. So yeah, okay. Actually, I think I want to do that one really quick. Let me get that one down. Paranormal Activity. And those are the ones I remember vividly because me and my best friend Jen, we would go to them every, near Halloween when they first came out. Boom, we had to go see those. I think the last one we saw in the theater was oh my gosh, what's that one? Number 5. I can't remember the subtitle of it, but it was oh, it's gonna drive me crazy. But Thomas will distract me. Candyman. That'll be a tricky one because there was, I think, 2, and then they did a reboot. So it'll be a short one. Something Keys. Yes. All right, you know what? I'm gonna look it up. Forget that. Paranormal Activity. Not next of kin. The marked ones. There we go. That one I was thinking of. Candyman has 4. I know of 1 and 2, and then they did a reboot. Which one am I missing? Because maybe there's a whole new film I haven't seen. Let me put Candyman down there. And did I miss one? Paranormal. Okay, no. Okay, I've gotten everybody's written down so far. There was a Candyman 3? No way. How did I miss that? It was probably direct to video, betcha, wasn't it? Let me see here. Candyman. 92, Farewell to the Flesh, Day of the Dead. Dang, I did not even know that was there. Okay. So now I got to do that one so I can watch that one, period. And okay, Marcelo, I like how you labeled this Hannibal Lecter. That wouldn't necessarily be Silence of the Lambs, but it's that whole like the television series and the films. That would be a very interesting deep dive because I just watched Red Dragon for the umpteenth time last night. Edward Norton is amazing in that. Ah, Hannibal Lecter. There we go. This is a great list. And like I said, if anybody out there wants to jump in, let me know because I would be happy to have you on here with me. And then we can talk about any of these, especially Candyman number 3, because I've never even seen Candyman number 3. So now I have to see that one. Can't believe I missed that one. And I just realized there's another Paranormal Activity. Which one did I miss? Normal Activity. I saw it down here. It said 2022. The Other Side. I hadn't heard of that one. Martin says, I'll definitely jump in for Jason Lives. So that now, Martin, is that the whole Friday the 13th or just that one film? You let me know. And the horror franchise I would never watch again is Hostel. Hostel's a hard watch. It was good. The first one was amazing, but you're right. It's a hard watch. 2 I've only seen once, and that's more than enough for me. But now, okay, let me check before I say that anymore. Are there any more Hostels, or is there only 2? Let me see here. Hostel Part 2. Oh, there was a Part 3. Dang, see? I got to watch that now just to stay caught up. Just that one, unless I have time to do 12 podcasts. So, no, you don't then, because you're super busy too. Yes, you are crazy busy, but we'll get you in on that episode. Maybe that's what we'll do because that would probably be the most iconic one. And we could have different people come in for different episodes. So, anybody else out there? Well, we got Jason Lives. That's booked. Martin's coming on for that one. Anybody else out there want to do an episode of Friday the 13th? You pick the movie and we will chat about it. Let me know. Yeah, you can. Do we have a Canuck of the Dead email? If not, just email me directly, robert.bellamy@jx3media.com. I'll put a little banner thingy up here. Oh, I think I already have it. Here we go. I'll throw this up just for a second. Get a hold of me. If you want to do one of these episodes or if you want to do a franchise with me, get a hold of me, please. Now I'll go back to this one. There we go. I know the one that I started talking about at the beginning that I want to do because I have not seen it since it first came out, and that is the Phantasm series. Let me see here. Marcelo says, I wouldn't mind another Aliens movie. I know there's been so many talks about a third one from Ridley Scott, and even Neil Blomkamp was supposed to do one, and it never got off the ground. So I am okay. I'm in for a good one. That's what I would love to see. Another great Aliens movie. Once you hit Resurrection, that was okay, but it wasn't Aliens. So yeah, I'm with you. Maybe it's time just to reboot the whole series. Do we have a Canadian horror franchise? Prom Night, maybe. There's 3 or 4 of those. You're absolutely right. Oh, what about No, I was gonna say Slumber Party Massacres, but I think that's American. Let me just check. Slumber Party Massacre. There it is. And we will check and see where that was filmed. Because I do know I'm scheduling another show with Audrey about this. Where is it? Filming locations. Filming locations. That was filmed in California. So no, sadly, that one is not. But you're right, prom night is, and that's one we can definitely do because that is huge. Now, I might wait just a bit because back to back, Jamie Lee Curtis, not so good. Oh, actually, it might be cool to do a series on Cronenberg because there's a lot of stuff in there. Jamie Lee Curtis, prom night. Yeah, okay, there we go. But yeah, I'd love the idea of David Cronenberg. Let me write that one down. David Cronenberg. There we go. That would be a beautiful series. Yeah. Sorry, I'm picturing it in my head. I sorry for the pause in the sound, but yes, I like the idea of David Cronenberg because I'd love to spotlight people, and that's why it was cool having George on here for Valentine's Day. You know, we got to talk about My Bloody Valentine, but all the other productions that he's done as well. So a David Cronenberg would be just insane to do that series. Oh yeah, now I'm thinking about it. Sorry. I might have to bump the screen one back. I don't know. I'm loving these ideas. I really am. The one that I started talking about before with Phantasm, like I said, I have not seen that since it was originally aired. Same with Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's why I'm interested to do those ones, only because I'll be revisiting them with brand new eyes. And I think that can make all the difference sometimes. And you'll be able to pick out more things. I know that happened with the Halloween. There was 2 or 3, I think Halloween 3 and Halloween 6 that I'd only ever watched once. And then going back to do this show and rewatching them and seeing, okay, these aren't as bad as I thought in the case of Halloween 3, or wow, this is worse than I thought in the case of Halloween 6. Because Halloween 6, I remember watching in the theater and I was just happy to be seeing a Halloween movie. So it had glitter all over it to start. But rewatching it later, I realized the glitter has worn off very, very quickly on that one. So I want to check out the Phantasms, and as well as Frank Henenlotter. I love him stuff. So the Basket Case series, that's another one. I'm going to write that one down too. Basket Case, because his stuff is just incredible. Stephen Kostansky. I'm not familiar with that name. Let me just look that up really quick. Kostansky. Here, let's see what we can find. Probably going to kick myself when I see the. Oh my God, yes. Oh, okay. Thank you, Martin. Yes. Okay. I know The Void and obviously Psycho Gorman. That one everybody knows. That would be a good one as well. I can't believe I missed that one. Oh, he also did VHS 94. Mm-hmm. Now I'm remembering. Father's Day. And I've not seen this one, but now I do. Laser Ghosts 2, Return to Laser Cove. That title screams that you have to watch it. Okay, yeah, so that name is going down as well. There we go. Thank you guys so much for this list because this is exactly what we needed. Yes, I just saw Leprechaun Returns. And anybody that does a Leprechaun movie, I'm in. Same with Critters. I run a Comic-Con here in Chatham, and we had Eddie Deason come from Greece, and I'm thinking, yeah, he's for Greece and 1942, and found out he did Critters 2. I think it was Critters 2 or Critters 3. Critters 2. And I thought that's bizarre because I love Critters. Oh, and Steven's Canadian as well. That is great. I didn't realize he was Canadian. Wait a minute. Where is he from? It doesn't even say. Okay. Because I'm also going to see if I can't get some of these people on, hopefully, to come and talk about their stuff. But that list, that is amazing. So remember, he's from Winnipeg. Oh, nice. That I know people in that area might be able to coax him. So remember, if you want to come on, help with the show, do a segment, do a franchise, have ideas, fire them at me. There's my email address, robert.bellamy at jx4media.com. Fire it my way because I want to hear what you guys want to do. I want to see what you guys want to see. And if we can get you on the show, that would be amazing. Where suckered Martin in. He's got to come on. You're locked in now, dude. This is live and it's in the internet, so it can never be taken away. So that promise is there. But so we're gonna have to start that Friday the 13th series very, very soon. But the next one coming up, like I said, once we wrap up the Halloween franchise, we'll be jumping into Scream. And yep, gotcha, Martin. Jumping into Scream, and then we'll start branching out from there to all of these ideas because I think anything Bacon. You're so right. And we're going to hit on him with Friday the 13th because boom, he's right in the first one. But there has been a ton of stuff that he's done. One of my favorites is Stir of Echoes. I know it's kind of a Sixth Sense-ish. It almost seems all rip-off-ish because it was right afterwards, but I think it is unique and love it to death. So I might have to do a show just on that one. Thank you. Let me write that one down too. Kevin Bacon. Unless he actually means bacon, and I'm with that too because BLTs are my favorite without the L and the T. So I'm down for either. Let's put it that way. Jamie Lee Curtis, yes, I have to be honest. I reached out to her because we're doing this right now, and unfortunately, with Halloween ends and then the promotional schedule, there wasn't time for her to come on our show. So I've left it open. It may not be in our Halloween thing, but I've left it open so that maybe we can get her on at some point. But I was hoping. I was really open. Excuse me. Yeah, I've done a little too much talking in the past few days. Oh man. But Kevin Bacon, yes, I will definitely see if I can't do some stuff on his. Now that you've mentioned that name, like I said, Stir of Echoes, I'm so down. Hannibal Lecter series, I think, would be incredible. And same with the David Cronenberg. So these are amazing ideas. I hope someone gets a hold of me that says, you know what, let's do it together, and they'll want to help me because I always, even now, just talking by myself kind of messes me up a little bit. I always do better bouncing with somebody, and that way we get more information because there's always somebody out there who knows more, and then there's a billion people out there that know more than me personally. So get a hold of me and come on the show and chat with me. But I thank everybody out there for these ideas because these are going to be a lot of fun shows, especially Jason Lives. I think that's going to be one of my favorite. Just a hunch. I don't know why. Uh, I also like the idea of the Nightmare on Elm Street series. Um, I was talking with a woman from Nightmare on Elm Street 4 and 5, Lisa Wilcox, when the world was normal back in 2019. We were planning our 2020 convention, and Lisa Wilcox was supposed to come, and then the world blew up, and so that has all been changed. But I might be able to get a hold of her and have her come on and sit in for Halloween 4 and 5 and give us some little tidbits. I have lots of things to tell you about Jason Lives. Dude, we'll do it tomorrow. Let's just jump ahead of the line. No, I'll get you on because that is number 5. Is it? I think it's or 4. I think it's 4. Halloween 1 or Friday the 13th part 1, part 2. There's part 3D. And then I think It's 6. Oh, wow. Then what is 4 and 5? They started messing me up when they just did little titles, The Return of Michael Myers. Well, okay, you know what I mean. But it started messing me up like that. So, okay. So I got a little bit to wait before I get to chat with you. All right. That means I better start on that fast. But definitely the Saw series, definitely Final Fantasy or Final Fantasy, Final Destination. All these ideas. We will hit on every single one of these ideas. I know we will. Yes, I will be your Padawan for this. Absolutely. Absolutely. See, that's just it. When it comes to Halloween, Inside Out, I can tell you everything. Friday the 13th, I've watched them once, and I don't have that knowledge that I would love to have to be able to accurately talk about these films. So I'm glad Martin's coming on for that one. I'll see someone for each of the other ones, and we'll bring you tons of information on these ones. Yeah, I love these ideas. So yeah, everybody out there, please. Oh, I dropped the banner. Darn it. I'll throw this one back up for a second. Reach out to me, robert.bellamy@jx3media.com. If you have an idea, if you want to jump on the show, if you just want to do an episode on a show, let me know because I'd love to get you involved. I'll put this one back and we will wrap this bad boy up. Everybody, thank you so much for watching and giving these ideas. Like I said, I'm super excited to start some of these. So much so I want to start them right now, but I will pace myself because there's so much good stuff here. But other than that, I hope to hear from everybody out there. And until next week, oh, wait, one more thing here. What did Martin say? Oh, thank you, bud. Hey, no, dude, this is my pleasure. Like I said, this is where I thrive. I love doing live shows. I love getting the feedback. So Martin, I might talk to you about doing more of these live shows. I'll chat with you. But until next week, when we continue on with Rob Zombie's Halloween 1 and 2, that will be our next shows. And have fun with the upcoming 98 new pods. Oh, there's more than 98 there. That list is huge, but definitely. So enjoy what's coming up, the Rob Zombie Halloweens. And I know Nick is coming up with his horror collection. And then we'll be back with some of these ideas. Thanks, everybody, and we'll see you very much soon.